As you were at the top of the table over in the Bundesliga, of course, with Bayer Leverkusen still top of the bloody pops. Bayern München, though, hit a bloody cricket score in the last match. How did they get on? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at match number 10 over in Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button back to all things Rovers related, Bundesliga related, world football related. We're all here, boys, under one Ruski. That's right, bloody hell, Bayern smashing the goals in, but of course they can't top the table with Leverkusen still running away with it. Of course, we're going to take a look at the situation in just a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course, and give some love into the video because we're recording in a bloody car. That's right. So let's get into it. Of course, have a look at how we all got on last time around. Well, actually, how I got on anyway. Bochum did pick up a draw against Mainz, 0-0 in the end. Oh, 0-0 was my pick. 2-2 it was. Final score. Bayern did beat Darmstadt. I went with a 4-0, double it, and of course you're laughing. 8-0 win it was for Bayern. Meanwhile, Matchday 2-1 winners over Heidenheim. I got the one spot on the nose. Werder Bremen. I went with the 1-0 win over Union Berlin. It was a 2-0 win, so job done there. When we look at Augsburg, 3-2 winners over Wolfsburg. That's a good result there. I went the other way. Meanwhile, Hoffenheim 3-2 winners over Stuttgart, who take the L for the first time in a long time. I went with a 3-0 win as well. Meanwhile, Leipzig with a 6-0 winners over Köln there. I went with a 2-0 win. Frankfurt and Dortmund 3-3 in the end. I went with a 3-1 win myself. And Leverkusen 2-1 winners over Freiburg. I went with a 3-0 on that one. That's of course my picks. This is what the table looks like. Leverkusen do lead the charge. Then it's Bayern. Then it's Stuttgart. Then it's Dortmund. Going down, it's Köln. It's Mainz. Bochum, of course, also in trouble. Gladbach on the move, which we love to see as well. This is where we would see you usually, but again, where are we? We're recording in a fucking car, so no chance. We're looking at the Subaru right about now. This is the link though if you want to keep on going and bring your bang up to date whenever we come back around for the next one. Then of course these are the next games, and of course we have the Klassiker. That's right, Dortmund against Bayern, of course the highlight of it all. But anyway, let's get into the deep end with of course the first one, because we're in a car and we've got to get going. Darmstadt against Bochum. Let's get into it on Friday, November the 3rd. Be with you now. These two sides have played each other 12 times in 2007. We've got 3 wins for Darmstadt, 5 for Bochum, 4 draws of course. Biggest win for Darmstadt, 3-1 win, scoring 14 goals in 12 matches, 1.17 goals a game. Bochum though, biggest win for them, 5-1 win, scoring 17 goals in 12 matches, 1.42 goals a game. Bochum though, without a win in the last 6, they are down to 16th for the table with just 5 points on the board. Up against Darmstadt, back-to-back defeats for them, 42% form for them, 14th for the table with 7 points on the board right now. Last time around though in Darmstadt, of course it was a 3-1 win for Darmstadt back in April 2021. That was in the Zweite Bundesliga. But the odds right here right now, we do have Darmstadt 13-10 for the victory, 13-5 is the draw, and 50-8 is of course your visitors here. We are going with a 1-0 win for the host, Darmstadt taking the points and moving on. Next up, Union Berlin, absolutely shocking season so far up against Frankfurt, who are doing A-OK themselves. Played each other 16 times, 2001. We've got 3 wins for Union Berlin, we've got 9 wins for Frankfurt, 4 draws of course. Biggest win for Union Berlin was a 2-0 win. They've got 18 goals in 16 matches, 1.13 goals a game. Up against Frankfurt, their biggest win, 4-0 win, scored 35 goals in 16 matches, 2.19 goals a game. Frankfurt, just a 1 defeat past 5, 58% form for them right now. They are 7th for the table with 14 points on the board. Up against Union Berlin, at least 6 defeats on the spin. They are 15th for the table with 6 points on the board right now. They are struggling big time. Last time around though in Berlin, it was a 2-0 win though for Union Berlin back in March 2023. But the odds right here right now, the host 31-20 for the victory, 2-1 is your draw, 90-10 is of course your Frankie on this one. We are backing a 2-1 win for Berlin to turn the tide here, get a result, and of course keep the dream alive that they'll get out of this terrible season that they've got. Meanwhile, Freiburg up against Borussia Mönchengladbach, coming at you this coming Wochenende. Played each other 47 times in 1993. We've got 15 wins for Freiburg, 16 wins for Gladbach, and we've got 16 draws, of course. Biggest win for Freiburg, 16 wins, scoring 71 goals in 47 matches, 1.51 goals a game. Up against Gladbach, their biggest win, 3-0 win, scoring 64 goals in 47 matches, 1.36 goals a game. Gladbach just a 1 defeat in the last 6 now, 75% form for them. They are 11th in the table with 9 points on the board. Up against Freiburg, who are 8th, 13 points on the board right now, 50% form for them right now, 1-3 and lost 3. Last round though in Freiburg, it was a 0-0 draw back in September 2022. In fact, the last 3 between these two sides have ended up all square, so not much between them at the moment. Meanwhile, the odds right here right now, we do have Freiburg 21-20 for the victory, 31-10, 3-1 is the draw, 21-10 is the away win. Gotta go with my boys here. 2-1 win for Gladbach, back the boys, believe in the project and see if they can move up the line. So 2-1 win for me on that one. Mainz up against Leipzig, of course. Mainz are in trouble, coming at you on Saturday, November November the 4th. Now these two sides have played each other 14 times. 2016 we've got 4 wins for Mainz, 7 wins for Leipzig, 3 draws of course. Biggest win for Mainz, 3-0 win, scoring 22 goals in 14 matches, 1.57 goals a game. Leipzig's biggest win, 8-0 win. They've actually scored 38 goals in those 14 matches, 2.71 goals a game. Just about to defeat the last 6 for Leipzig at the moment. 58% form for them. They are 5th in the table with 20 points on the board. Up against Mainz, rock bottom of the table, just 3 points all season, 18th in the table, and of course 2 draws over the last 3 matches. Of course, last time around in Mainz it was a 1-1 draw back in October 2022. But the odds right here, right now, coming at you, Mainz 15-4, with their 60-5 is the draw, 5-3 on is of course your Leipzig. They'll win this one, 2-0 win for the visitors. Leipzig keep on dreaming. Let's go on to Köln, also struggling up against Augsburg. That's coming out on Saturday, November the 4th. Now these two sides again have played each other around about 23 times. 2006 we've got 8 wins apiece and 7 draws of course. Biggest win for Köln, 4-1 win. They've scored 31 goals in 23 matches, 1.35 goals a game. Up against Augsburg's biggest win, 3-0 win. They've actually scored 26 goals in 23 matches, 1.13 goals a game. 50% form though for Augsburg right now, 1-3 and lost 3. 10th in the table at 11 points right now. Köln just 1 win in 6, 17th in the table, 4 points on the board and 17% form. Last time around though in Köln at the Rhein Energy Stadion, it was a 3-2 win for Köln back in October 2022. But the odds right here right now, Köln 11-8 for the victory, 5-2 is the draw, 50-8 is of course your Augsburg here. Tough one to call, 2-0 win though. Köln trying to get the season off in the month of November. Kicking on forward, we do have Hoffenheim up against Bayer Leverkusen, the table toppers. Of course, that's coming at you on Saturday, November the 8th. Now these two sides again play each other around about, which thinking about it, 31 times. 2003 we've got 8 wins for Hoffenheim, 17 wins for Leverkusen, and we've got 6 draws of course. Biggest win for Hoffenheim, 3-0 wins, scored 42 goals in 31 matches, 1.35 goals a game. Leverkusen biggest win, 5-0 win. They've actually scored 61 goals in 31 matches, 1.97 goals a game. At least 6 wins on the bounce, 100% form. They look red hot to trot, top of the table, and 25 points on the board right now. Up against Hoffenheim, they are 6th with 18 points right now, 4 wins the last 6, looking good. 67% form for them though right now. Last time around though, over at Hoffenheim, it was a 3-1 win for Leverkusen. Of course, the home side hasn't won in the last 5 matches between these two sides. But the odds right here right now, Hoffenheim 50-4 for the victory, 7-2 is draw, 7-4 on is your table toppers. That's Leverkusen. Gonna go with them, 2-1 win, narrow win, but enough to keep the dream alive. Let's go to the next one. It is Die Klassiker. It is of course Dortmund. It is Bayern, of course, coming at you on Saturday, August the 4th at Secunda in the Park. That's right, played each other 80 times since 1992. We've got 19 wins for Dortmund, 44 wins for Bayern, 17 draws of course. Biggest win for Dortmund, 3-0 win. They've got 103 goals in those 80 matches, 1.29 goals a game. Bayern though on the flip side, 6-0 win, their biggest, 167 goals scored in 80 matches, 2.09 goals a game. 5 wins on the bounce for Thomas Tuchel's boys, and that's 92% form for them. Of course, second in the table with 23 points on the board. Up against Dortmund, 83% form for them right now, unbeaten in the last 6 games, 4th in the table with 21 points right now. So Dortmund could technically jump over Bayern if they were to get victorious. 2-2 it was last time out over in Dortmund. That was back in October 2022, but the odds here for this one, we're 16-5 is your Dortmund, 16-5 is the draw, 10-7 on is of course your Bayern. They are red hot favourites to win this one. Going to go with a 2-2 draw on this one, point apiece. I think Dortmund will be the happier on that one. Next up we have the battle of the W's. It is Wolfsburg, it is Werder Bremen. It's actually on Sunday, November the 5th. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 55 times in 1987. We've got 20 wins for Wolfsburg, 25 wins for Bremen. We've got 10 more draws of course. Biggest win for Wolfsburg, 6-0 win, 100 goals scored though in 55 matches, 1.82 goals a game. Bremen, the biggest win for them, 6-1 win. They've got 108 goals scored, 1.96 goals a game. 2 wins in the last 6 though for Bremen right now, 33% form for them. They are 12th in the table with 9 points on the board. Up against Wolfsburg, who are 9th in the table with 12 points. 2 wins in the last 6 games as well. Last round though in Wolfsburg, it was a 2-2 draw back in August 2022. All the 2s, of course. 10-7 on is your Wolfsburg, 16-5 is the draw, 16-5 is your away win. 2-0 win for Wolfsburg on this one. A shocker, a surprise, maybe, but maybe not. Of course, on this one, I think this is the last one. It's Heidenheim, it is Stuttgart, and of course it's on Sunday, November the 5th as well. Now these two sides have played 12 times since 2010. We've got 2 wins for Heidenheim, 8 wins for Stuttgart, 2 draws of course. Biggest win for Heidenheim, we've got a 2-1 win. They've actually scored 14 goals in 12 matches, 1.17 goals a game. Up against Stuttgart, their biggest win, 3-0 win. They've got scored 24 goals in 12 matches, 2 goals a game on average. 5 wins in the last 6 games. games for Stuttgart, 83% form for them, third in the table and 21 points on the board. Up against Heidenheim, 4 defeats on the spin, 17th in the table, 17% form for them, 13th in the table and 7 points on the board. Last time around, over in Heidenheim was a 2-2 draw back in August 2019. That was in the Zweite Bundesliga. Meanwhile, Stuttgart did beat Union Berlin 1-0 last time around in the Deutsche Cup, the DFB Pokal. Heidenheim losing Gladbach. Back-to-back defeats against Gladbach on this one. But the odds right here, right now, we have Heidenheim 10-3 for the victory, 65 as a draw, 64 on is of course Stuttgart, who bounced back with that win in the cup. Gonna go with a 2-1 win for Stuttgart on this one to take it to the house. That, my friends, is just about it. That's of course the link to the Super Brew, and of course that's there, of course, a quick look at my predictions right there, right now, of course. And this is what the table will look like. Leverkusen will remain tip at the top of the table. Then it'll be Bayern. Then it'll be Stuttgart. Then it'll be, of course, Leipzig. Going down though, it'll be Mainz. It'll be Bochum and Köln also in trouble. That, my friends, should complete the pack. Of course, that's a link to something else. Ignore that, and of course that should be that. But there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Make sure, of course, you smash your like, smash your subscribe, smash, of course, the share button, and hit the little bell so your one-stop shop here for the Bundesliga continues, of course. But we are recording in the car, so we're going to get out of here. Hopefully the car will start later on, but until then, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, and of course catch you later, maybe somewhere else, somewhere better. Until next time, I'm out.